If you're a real estate investor who is scared shitless about the idea of investing outside of your local area, if you're frozen with fear and that's stopping you from buying in great markets across the country, then you are missing out on opportunities. I know it because I see it every day. Here at the Schwartz Realty Group, we help out-of-town investors invest right here in Bryan-College Station, Texas. And we've had to create a set of steps to help these investors feel confident and make smart decisions. So I'm going to share with you our 4-step process and our virtual tour that will blow your mind so that you as an out-of-state investor can confidently invest anywhere. Implement this system with your local real estate agent in Chicago while you're investing from California, or in Florida while you're investing from New York. It doesn't matter, guys. This works. I know it because not only have I helped my clients do it, but I was in your shoes. When I started out, the very first house I ever purchased was in North Carolina. I was stationed in California at the time. My second house I ever purchased was in Alabama. I was stationed in North Carolina at the time. You see, I have bought houses from hundreds of miles away, and that is why I am so passionate about building a system to help people make smart decisions. So stay tuned. This is going to be a good one. The goal of the 4-step process is to take your assumptions about Bryan-College Station, about the house you want to buy, and either confirm or deny them. Ideally, we confirm all the way to the point where you close on the house. Along the way, we're also making you feel more confident about the local area and the house you're buying. And again, we do this through 4 different steps. The first step is a great step for out-of-state investors because it is the strategy call. The strategy call is where we talk about the local market as a whole, Bryan-College Station, and we discuss whether or not our town, which I believe is a great investment opportunity for most, is the right investment opportunity for you, because we know it's not right for everyone. So if you're trying to implement an Airbnb strategy or a flip strategy or a buy and hold strategy, we will talk about whether or not your assumptions about your returns can be achieved here in town. The strategy call confirms whether or not Aggieland is right for you. Our next step is the local tour. Now, this is one that I believe is the cornerstone for getting an out-of-state investor to feel confident about buying in the local area. And it is the only time that I request that an investor actually visits us here in Bryan-College Station. Now, it used to be that investors would want to visit every time they buy a new house, or investors would want to visit every time they see a house. But what we've done with this local tour is get investors comfortable with the town and the areas they'll be investing. We take that strategy call and we determine which areas of town are best for your goals and your investment strategies. We determine which asset types are the best fit. And then we set up a full day tour where you and I drive around town. We go to downtown Bryan, we go to new build neighborhoods, we go to the duplex neighborhoods, we go to the student condos, wherever it is that is a good fit for you, we visit. And along the way, we show houses. Now, the idea here isn't to find the perfect house to buy. We're not there yet. We're not that confident. That is not the intent. Our goal here is to get into a townhouse style condo, a apartment style condo, a single family house, and a duplex to see which one is the best fit for you and your investments. At the end of the tour, you know exactly what areas of town you would like to invest in, and maybe more importantly, where you do not want to invest. We also use this opportunity to determine what kind of houses, what kind of duplexes you want to invest in. Are you okay with a fixer-upper, or do you want something newer, 2010 or newer? Are you okay with a condo, or would you prefer a duplex? At the end of the tour, you have a very refined buy box within our otherwise pretty large market here in Bryan-College Station. Now, you're pretty confident knowing what you want to buy. So let's get you confident with the house in step 3. And this is where we really take it up a notch. The virtual tour used to be a simple FaceTime or Google Meets tour on your phone. That's how I bought my first house. I called up my dad. My dad actually drove down. Thank goodness for dad, right? Dad drives down from Baltimore to North Carolina, and he does a FaceTime tour of a house I'm buying. And that is all I got. And that is a great first step. In fact, I expect that most out-of-town investors are having this done for them when they're buying a house. The real estate agent walks around and shows you the house. I like what we do in the fact that we take investors into houses as investors. Our team buys and sells investment properties for our clients and for ourselves. I was a property manager where I managed over 150 units, walking them every single day. We take that experience with us on the tour, but it doesn't end there. After the tour is over, after you hang up, we have more work to do because we then do a recorded tour. This time, giving you the narrative of what we discussed during our FaceTime tour. We highlight the good and the bad. But it's not done yet because now we go through a third time, this time taking pictures. We take pictures of every angle of every room, all the pictures the listing agent didn't want you to see. So now you have a very clear, high definition picture of what the house looks like. But again, we're not done yet because the next thing that our investors have a hard time visualizing is the layout, but we got you covered because we even do a floor plan. And this is, I'm gonna give this one away, guys. We use Casa as our app. You can download it, not affiliated with it, but I love them. It's a great app, very easy to use, and that provides a floor plan. So now in this virtual tour, you had a live tour, you have a recorded tour, you have more pictures than you can count, and you have a floor plan of the exact house before you ever even make an offer. But at the end of step 3, you're confident in making that offer. Also, during this time, I'm going to provide refined data to you as the investor on what I think it would rent for. You see, before we see a house, we can make some rough assumptions, maybe plus or minus $100 or $200 on what a house would rent for. And we have some very rough assumptions on the repair cost. Once we get there in person, we can refine those. So now your analysis is stronger and you can make a stronger, more confident purchase decision. So now we put the house under contract, but we still have step number 4 in this process. And that's the actual inspection. Inspection day is ridiculously important because yes, I'm an investor, but I am not a contractor and I am not a licensed Texas inspector. So we bring that inspector in during your option period. This is after you're under contract, but while you still have time to walk away from the property if it's not a good fit. And the inspector will go through and he is going to be the last person to confirm our assumptions. So for example, we assumed that the roof was older but otherwise in good shape. The inspector is going to let us know whether or not he believes the roof is still functioning, or maybe he's going to say, hey, it's on its last leg and actually we found a leak in the attic. Now with that new information, we go back to the seller, we refine our purchase price, ask for repairs as required or seller credits, ultimately doing the last little bit of refinement to your analysis so that by the time you close 2 or 3 weeks later, you know that you bought the right house in the right market. See what we took you through there? From the local market to the neighborhood and the type of asset, to the specific house, to the actual condition of that house, you now are confident in the decision you're making. Here at Schwartz Realty Group, we even go one step further. This is not part of our 4-step process, but we will back up our assumptions about rent rates by helping you lease out that property, and we're damn good at it. Give us a call here at the Schwartz Realty Group. We'd love to tell you exactly how we help investors from that strategy call all the way through self-managing their properties. If you want the step-by-step guide to the most in-depth virtual tour possible, I've created an SOP for our team at the Schwartz Realty Group, and I'll share that with you. Down in the description below is a link. Click the link, shoot me your email address, and I will personally send you our SOP. We help out-of-state investors find the perfect property here in Bryan and College Station, and we'd like to help you do the same. The first step is that strategy call, and the easiest way to do that is to go down in the description below, hit the calendar link, and schedule a call with us here at the Schwartz Realty Group. We would love to discuss whether or not Bryan and College Station is a good fit for you. If we brought you some value, hitting that like button is huge for our channel. Lets us know that we're doing good stuff for you, the investors. What I love about this process is it works. I know it works because I work with out-of-state, out-of-town investors every single day. In fact, right now, we are under contract for my clients, Alex and Grace. They're on their second College Station rental property. We went through the 4-step process. They got comfortable enough to make a purchase on their first house last year. Schwartz Realty Group helped them lease it out at top dollar, and now yet less than a year later, they are under contract on their second house. And the best part is, this second time through, they didn't even have to spend the money to fly out here because they were so confident in our ability to execute in a town that would provide the ROI they're looking for. That's what we do at Schwartz Realty Group. That's what we can do for you. The first step is a strategy call, and the first step to booking that strategy call is to scroll down to that description below, hit the Calendly link, which takes you to my personal calendar, and you and I will sit down and discuss whether or not Bryan and or College Station is the right fit for your investment strategies. If you like this video and you're new to the channel, hit subscribe because I drop a new video every single week specifically about growing your wealth through real estate here in Bryan and College Station, Texas. If you like the video a ton, then that like button lets other people know that this is great content. It lets me know that I'm doing the right thing and providing value to you. And guys, the only real ask I have is until next week when I drop that next video is that you take it easy.